Watch Transit TV right now.
Keep watching Transit TV.
Thank you, sir.
Private run teams can do. If Remo Stars have been in the top 3 for the past 3-4 seasons, I know we say they have to win the title, but to even stay up that top 3 season competing for the league is huge for a small private-owned team like that. Then Ikorodu City is doing it as well. So this is an example for people who have the funds out there and the passion to go into this business that you can do it. And the league. Transit TV, welcome back again to our NPFL studios. I'm here with my man Victor to give you a little bit of insight on the Nigerian Professional League last week and the past week, and insights on results and standings on the table. Victor, it's good to see you again, my bro. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, it's great to be back. We already have the NPFL roundup on YouTube already. This is more like the analysis and the breakdown. We're here to analyze each game, all that went down over the weekend. Great to be here once again.
Yeah, someone did that. She gave us a rundown of the weekend. If you have not seen those videos, go to the channel. It's hard out there. We also have Victor also sent a report from the game Kano Pillars in Port Harcourt with Rivers United. It's out there at the channel as well. Would you look at it and make your comments, like and share, and send the word around for people to listen. As usual, we start with the results of the weekend, and I am beaming with smiles because my boys, all of my boys are doing the business. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. If you are new here, like and share this video as well, and check out other NPFL content on the channel. We are here to make NPFL a global content for people to see and know about Nigerian Professional League. Results for the weekend: Bendel Insurance have at last won a game, 2-1 at home to Plateau United. Lobby Stars beat Kwara United 1-0 at home, and Academy Warriors at home as well. The Draw Masters had played at a 0-0 draw in their home stadium against Bayelsa United. Heartland Amunike again has won another game for Heartland. They won Nasarawa United 3-2 at Owerri Stadium. And Rivers United back to the top of the table, 1-0 win over Kano Pillars, the Ahmed Musa Warriors. And Katsina United won as well, 1-0 at home to Sunshine Stars. Tornadoes beat Remo Stars 2-1 in Niger. And Ikorodu City, their unbeaten run, their winning streak continues. 4-1 win at home in Lagos to Aqua United. And Shooting Stars finally as well won again 2-0 at Uyole Warriors Stadium in Ibadan against Abia Warriors. And we have the Oriental Derby coming up on Wednesday. Enyimba playing at home in Aba to Rangers International. Victor, we've seen these results. Let's start with Bendel Insurance. I don't know, should we start to think that they are finding their form, or is just a flash in the pan?
Well, Bendel Insurance, we all know the situations with them. They've had a bad season.
The coach resigned.
The coach resigned, Monday Odige, the coach who has had a fairy tale with them. They've really had a fantastic time. But this season, and towards the end of last season as well, it didn't go quite well with Bendel Insurance. They struggled a lot. What we saw with Bendel Insurance years ago is not what we are seeing now. They lost a lot of players, who were giving them the goals and all of that. So, but for the last 3 games, they've won 2 and lost 1. And so maybe it's a gradual process. The gradual process has not been so easy for Bendel Insurance. And, considering the fact that it's a new government in Edo State, and, before the game they played on Saturday, against Plateau United, they put out a publication, seeking for the support of the government and the new governor, to, help them. They know that in the statement, they said, it's not a good right this season has not been easy for them, but with their consistent support, and we as Nigerians, we know what that means when it comes about support, especially from the government, and we hope that things get better for those states. It's a new administration. We hope that the administration loves back to the NNL.
Okay, we move to Academy Warriors, man. This guy, I think they have about 10 draws this season already. Drew again 0-0 to Bayelsa United, but I don't know, what is it with them and draws?
Well, started the season unbeaten. I'm very like, Eric can be unbeaten, a team that just got promoted into the NPFL. But their own unbeaten was quite different. They were just going to get draws from different centers.
I'm telling you,
for me, it's a really surprising result that they played a goalless draw, because they found a way to even score goals, and their draws have not been goalless draws.
Yeah,
they played with Enyimba in Adiaba Stadium, and it was 1-1. They played with Rivers, it was 1-1. They played 2-2 with some other top teams, and it's really surprising. The only game they've lost is against Shooting Stars. My memory serves me right. I think they lost 3-0, and that's
that was 2 weeks ago
this season. Against Bayelsa United. For me, I was even surprised that I was like, when I saw the result, Bayelsa picked point away from home. It's good. It's a good result for Bayelsa United, but not really a good result for El Kanemi. Because they needed to have won that game. But we're at that point in the season where it's not easy to get results. Everyone is trying to see how possible they can start picking points. The best time to pick points in Nigerian Professional Football League is now. The best time to gather points is now. When I mean pick points, I mean pick from away teams, maybe when you're traveling away. Gathering points is from both home and away. The best time is now, because when we leave and go over to match day 20, a lot of teams will not get serious.
It's do or die. Nobody wants to lose no points at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
nobody
true.
wants to lose. So it's a good one for Bayelsa United, and maybe hopefully they can improve on that and see how they can avoid relegation, because they're still within that top 4 bottom on the league table. But Academy Warriors, I think there's nothing to really worry about. But the NPFL is actually really unpredictable. Last season we had a team in the north from Bombay. Their name is Doma United. They were top of the table for a long time, just like what Ikorodu City is doing. And many persons are like, relating Ikorodu to Doma United. We hope that's not the story.
No. This is different.
And for Doma, they were top of the table for a long time.
Hey, it's okay. Don't jinx us. Don't jinx us. It's okay. Thank you for your analysis. Thank you. Heartland, roller coaster of a game, went ahead 1-0, went down 2-1, and came back stoppage time 3-2 against Nasarawa United. Talk fans out there. I have a lot of Heartland fans that watch this program. What happened in that game? Amunike, it looks like Amunike has really caught his mojo there in nowhere.
Well, for Heartland have been one of the most impressive teams in the NPFL. In the last couple of games, there's been like a rejuvenation. There's been transformation with Heartland, just like the same thing we are saying with Ikorodu City. The last 5 games for Heartland have lost only 1 game. They've drawn 2, they've won 2. And the game against National United, I thought it was going to be an easy one because Heartland were playing at home, but it was a keenly contested fixture. Mm-hmm. And somehow I actually expected that. Because I was like looking at the couple of games Nasarawa United were to play, and I was looking for a possible game where they could pick up possible points, because Nasarawa United, they are currently bottom of the league table, if my memory serves me right, and they've been losing games back to back, even at home. In fact, they've lost 4 games in their last 5. They've lost 4. That's how bad it is for Nasarawa United. And another fascinating thing is that they have the highest goal scorer is from Nasarawa United. His name is Anas Yusuf. He has over 10 goals this season.
Wow!
And he scored. Yeah, he scored in the game.
This game against Heartland.
Yeah, against Heartland.
For him to be that kind of in that team and scoring that kind of goal, that means people like Enyimba should go and poach him right away.
Well, I spoke to him. when we were at Uyo, and he said, because they played against Aqua United, and after the game I spoke to him and he said, he has a couple of offers in January and he may most likely go abroad in January if the offers are good enough. So maybe we'll be expecting him to leave the country. But I think what has let Natural United down this season is the fact that they've conceded a lot of goals. That's one thing that I think
the defense is not good.
Yeah, the goals, it's not really healthy. Even there are games where they lost by 4 goals to 3. I think they played against El Kanemi Warriors. They lost by 4 goals to 3.
They were able to score 4 and they considered. Yeah, maybe they have a very good attacking philosophy, but their defense is not built strong.
Yeah, I think that's what the coach needs to work on, the defense, because they've considered a lot of goals in games that they should have won. For Heartland, I think the fairy tale ride is going on for them. Everything is working right. A lot of persons, including myself, predicted to be Heartland to be wanting to relegate at the end of the season. But it's going quite well.
Isamwa was the chief in that camp.
Exactly.
I went to got the bullet today. Isamwa is not here, but no problem. We'll catch her next week. And the game that of course was built to be the game of the week because of both on-field and off-field. Ahmed Musa and the Kano Pillars, they've been getting some good results away from home. Remember, they went to beat Rangers in Enugu. And we know the Kano fans, they follow Ahmed Musa anywhere he goes. They call him the governor, and the governor for a reason. So we knew that there was going to be crowd issues in Port Harcourt. And again, Rivers United going for the league title as well. It was only going to be a game with flashes both on and off pitch, and we know that the game, the Billings, we got them in Port Harcourt on Sunday. So there are fans know what you saw. I know we also have a video sending a report immediately after that game. The video is already on the channel. If you do not watch it, go ahead and watch it. But we also serve you a kind of a detailed insight of how that game panned out.
Well, Rivers United up against Kano Pillars is always a big game anytime. I remember some few years back when Rivers United traveled all the way to Kano, to play Kano Pillars, and they won by a goal to nothing. And I knew how hectic that win was for Rivers United. It's not easy to go over to Kano Pillars to win. But this time around, it was in Port Harcourt. And Kano Pillars, I'm surprised at where they are at the table because they are 11th. They've been at the top 4. Now they've come back. It's just been up and down for Kano.
Yeah, they don't draw games a lot. They win or lose. That's why.
Yeah, they are not consistent with the results. And they've been one of the impressive sides away from home so far this season. And they've not just been winning games. They've been scoring lots of goals. You just made reference to what happened in Enugu when they played Enugu Rangers and they won by 4 goals to 3. I mean, that's one of the best games so far.
Exactly, this
season in the Nigerian league, and Rabi Ali with Kano Pillars as well. Scored eight goals already this season. Wow. And it may interest you that Rabi Ali is 44 years. He started playing the league for a very long time. Maybe when he was, I think he said 17. When he was 17, he started playing for the league, and his last 4 goals have come from free kicks. His last 4 goals have come from free kicks. Scored against Bender Insurance, the game before Bender Insurance. In fact, there was a moment, he had a free kick in Port Harcourt, and a lot of persons had their cameras on. They were like, he was scoring. And it just went over the bar. I was scared. And I was also happy that, oh my goodness, I'm going to witness another free kick go by Rabi Ali, but it didn't click quite well for him. Well, Kano Pillars, they have not been impressive for me particularly. They are not consistent, and that's what they need. They need to be consistent to stay top. They are one of the best teams in Nigeria over the years. They have the best fan base. There's nowhere you go to in Nigeria that Kano Pillars are playing. Kano Pillars feel at home anywhere. So they have that support. You could see the crowd. We had the videos on the YouTube channel. You can go check it out. You see the crowd that came in. I've never seen that type of crowd in Port Harcourt from an away fan. Even for Rivers, and I have not seen it in a long time. Not this season.
Yes, away from home. No, Northern fans they are religious. Those guys, no, don't mess with them.
Yeah.
They're playing home games. They're playing home games. The stadium is filled up. The people hang on the walls.
The last game, we had over 25,000 people watching Canopilas in their last game.
Exactly.
And that's how much they love their team. So they have the team support. They have everything. I think they should, they need to do better in, getting the results. They have quality. Rabi Ali is still delivering at 44. I think one of the aims I have in going into Chan is to see how we can, do an exclusive with Rabi Ali, although he's not fluent with English. But we'll try as much as we can, for Rabi Ali to tell us his story.
And the secret.
Doing it. Yeah, how come he's still doing it at this age? A lot of players at this age have already retired.
Even in abroad where they have sports science, people like Cristiano Ronaldo are taking look after themselves, have a lot of professionals taking care of them. Even at 37, 39, people are retired.
Yeah,
the highest can get is 40, 41. Goalkeeper who don't run too much. But for a player, outfield player to be doing that, that's commendable and magical. Yeah, so let's move on. Go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to make a point for Rivers. It's still top of the table for them, 3 points clear of Remo Stars. At this point, it's the title race in their minds. Because although they'll tell us it's continental football, but I think we'll go for the title race. And if they can keep getting these results, the
way Rivers are going, there's no way they shouldn't be challenging for the title. They're impressive. I know that it is not my team, but they are very, very impressive. Finidi has been very consistent, and they're taking it personal.
The last game, I was surprised with the result Rivers got. They were able to pick up a point, and it was even a late goal that Sunshine Stars had to even score from that corner kick, and it ended 1-1. But that's been the difference between Rivers and Remo. And I know you're about
the mentality too, because they drew a game. It was like as if they lost. They were so angry with losing.
Yeah.
So that tells you the mentality that they have. They don't even want to lose a game. And Katsina United, of course, winning Sunshine Stars. That's the middle. Another interesting game result I saw here is Tornadoes are home to Remo Stars. That's a very, very massive win. Tornadoes have not been one of the teams to reckon with in this league. I don't know how, and this is the problem with Remo Stars. How are you losing to teams like Tornadoes? Who are maybe 14th or 15th before that game? That win pushed them all the way to 7th. Is Remo Stars, are they serious about winning this league, this title this season?
Everyone is talking about the league title for Remo Stars because it's what is expected of them.
Yeah.
Remo Stars has been a club that we have all seen. They're a private club. We've seen how they've the chance. We've seen the facilities they have. They have one of the best facilities. They've groomed a lot of good players. So what is expected in everyone's mind is winning a trophy, and they have not been able to achieve that. They've been close and close and close, and everyone expected that this season would be their season. Even me, I shared that same thoughts at the start of the season that this could be the season for Remo Stars. And the first few games they started like a house on fire. They beat Abia Warriors away from home. They traveled all the way to Katsina to beat Canopilas. At home they were getting the results, but somehow the decline started. Mm-hmm. They're not getting that result. And for any team, check out the years, any team that's won the league has always been getting results away from home.
Yeah, because they have the experience. Because of that experience, that mentality, and the experience. There's something Ugumu always says: if you have not done it, it's hard. But once you have tested that win, that championship, then there is that experience is it carries you through sometimes. So, and no matter what you see, no matter the quality that they have, it's still the players is going to be in their mind. They don't want to lose. They are jittery. They are unsure until they do it. Then that confidence will come in. But like you always say, the league is still there's still a lot of games to be played. But they have had chances.
Yeah, there's still a lot of games to play.
They've had some chances to, like you said, they have had chances to pull away a little bit, have like 6 points or 8 points gap or 5 points gap, to give them that room to sometimes draw some games or lose some. But if they keep doing this and just hanging around first and second, at some point, Rivers United or people like Enyimba and the Rangers can just get their momentum and just fly away. That's my concern.
At this point, Remo Stars should be worried because We've looked at Ikorodu City. Ikorodu City won fantastically against Aqua United by 4 goals. The last 5 games, they've had good, wonderful results. A picking point away from home. Heartland is coming up. Enugu Rangers are coming up. So these are teams that we should be wary of.
Exactly.
These are things that
I'm worried for Remo now. I'm worried for Remo. If they mess around, I'll go full blown with Ikorodu City. We takes us into Ikorodu City. Like you mentioned, the Ikorodu City winning 4-1 against Aqua United. I mean, I don't know what to say about this result. That team is looking very, very serious. They are looking very, very. What has been the key for them? In this mad run that they have just put together.
Isemo has always been giving us the reports from Ikorodu City, and myself have also been gathering some reports from Ikorodu City. I've watched a couple of their games, and before they fired their coach, the first few games this season, yes, they lost most of their games, got disappointing results, but they were playing good well. You could see that they had the pattern, but like Isemo will always say, he needed something to click, and the thing could not click, and the pressure on the coach, to try and get the results came on, and then he resigned. And now the interim manager came, Awarin, and he's getting the results somehow. I think cutting the edge is the fact that that thing, I don't know what it is, but that thing that was not clicking is now clicking.
Yeah.
Productivity are fluent. They can expose you.
Probably just be more management. Maybe the guy knows how to get to the player because it's the same players, the same quality. Yes, so maybe he knows how to get with the players and put them in the right frame of mind.
The players have always shown potentials. They've always shown potential that they could do it. They've always shown their quality. They've always shown seriousness.
Yeah, I'm very glad that
they're beginning to get the results gradually. In the form table, if you look at the form table is like the last 5-6 games that teams have played. They are on top.
They have to be. They have to be. And this is good too. This shows what private run teams can do. If Remo Stars have been in the top 3 for the past 3-4 seasons, I know we say they have to win the title, but to even stay up that top 3 season competing for the league is huge for a small private owned team like that. Then Ikorodu City is doing it as well. So this is an example for people who have the funds out there and the passion to go into this business that you can do it. And the league has really improved when it comes to officiating and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really impressed. And the Iloyo Warriors, there's some rest in Ibadan, like you said, 2-0 win over Who did they play?
Abia
Warriors. It was that one right there. I don't know if it's a flash in the pan or the Warriors are waking up. What did you make of that?
Well, for Shooting Stars, it's been really, really annoying games for them.
They've not been winning. They've been losing games.
No, it's not even about them not winning. It's about the coach and their fans complaining about NPFL referees and their incompetency and all of that. Every game Shooting Stars plays away from home, they're always complaining about refereeing decision. I'm like, are you the only team in the league? Against Rivers, they were complaining. The recent Southwest derby against Ikorodu City, where they lost, they were also complaining that, the ref is this, the ref is that. Finally, they were able to get the victory, and because they won, the ref is not this and the ref is not that.
And like you always say, the team shot them from around 14th. They are now 6th on the table. That's what 3 points can do.
It's how the Nigerian professional league can,
it's the same everywhere. 3 points is huge. It's tight. The points are very tight. So that takes us into the NPFL table segment. Rivers United, top of the table. They have been there. They just probably lost maybe two match days. For the rest of the season, they've been on top of the table. Remember they had an unbeaten run for a long time before, which they lost some 2-3 weeks ago. I've remained unbeaten again since that time. So 29 points. Remo Stars 26 points, second on the table. And Ikorodu City. Victor, I told you this. I asked you last week, should the big boys be wary of Ikorodu City? You said no. No, but it's looking very serious. They are just 2 points behind Remo Stars, 24 points after winning, not losing, only losing one game in the last 6 or so, and 5 points behind table leaders Rivers United. That is something serious. If they win their next game and somehow Remo doesn't find a result and Rivers United don't find a result, then something will be cooking in Lagos. They are really doing proud of the business capital of Nigeria. They are repping Enyimba right there for Ikorodu City. Rangers International looks like they are recovering their form, 4th on the table, 23 points, just 6 points added to the top of the table, Rivers United. Academy Warriors are 5th as well. Shooting Stars, somehow, with all the negativities following them and a bad results, they are 6th on the table, 21 points. Tornadoes have come to 7th position. And Enyimba, who I was hailing 2 weeks ago, they have somehow stayed, even with their bad form, stayed around the 3rd position, though they missed their game last week because of the continental game they were involved in. In fact, they only have played 12 games this season. So they have 3 games in hand, which if they win 2 out of those, they probably be back to their 3rd position or something around that nature. So yeah, they are still in good standing as long as they win their games in hand. Kwara United is 9th on the table. Heartland has risen to 10th position, a team that was, if I were to go with Victor and Isamoah, they are destined for relegation. They are standing tall in the middle term of the table. One more game win, they are right there in the top 10 position. So that's good. Kano Pillars are 11th. Katsina United, 12th position. And you have Bayelsa United 13th, Abia Warriors on 14th position, Sunshine Stars 15th, Lobby Stars 16th position with 16 points. And the good thing is that these things, even the last team on the table, which is Nasarawa United 15 points, Akwa United 15 points, Bender Insurance 15 points. This anybody that wins a game there, all of a sudden, goes on, like you always say, it's just one game different between these teams. So I won't be surprised to next weekend we're talking about Nasarawa United being in a 14th or 12th position. So yeah, it's not looking bad for the teams in the relegation zone, which are Bender Insurance, Plateau United, Bender Insurance, Akwa United, and Nasarawa United. All these teams have 15 points. All of them 15 points. And the people out of relegation, Lobby Stars has 16, Sunshine Stars have 17, Abia Warriors have 18, Bayelsa United have 18. So if any of these teams win against any of these teams, and the table will just change all of a sudden. So yeah, that's the table right there in the NPFL. It's been an interesting one again with you, Victor. Good to always have you on board. And we look forward to see what happens on Wednesday, the Oriental Derby, Rangers International playing against Enyimba. And we know what that means is tearing the eastern zone of the country into 2, because it's a heavy one, and these 2 teams have not managed to find good form this season so far. So winning of this game probably will become a bragging right. I know, Victor, it's going to be a war out there on Twitter. We see how that one is going to pan out. Good to see you, bro. Yeah. And you have anything to say before we go?
Yeah, just keep staying tuned to this channel as we give you all the updates in the NPFL and the Oriental Derby as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because we always say, please, if you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. Like and share this content. Send it to your contacts. Let people know. We want people to know about NPFL. Good things are happening there. I will continue to bring you this content as they come. See you again next time. Ciao.